Alright. Hi, my name is Jeff Head, and I thought I'd take a moment today to talk to everybody about my book, Running Legal Blues. It's a story, well, it's my personal story about how I started driving back in 1980. And as the years went by, I realized that I didn't really need to run like a renegade like we were back in those days. We used to, just whatever it took to get the loads through. You stay up 20 hours a day, you get 4 hours of broken sleep. It really didn't matter if that load was needed to go, that driver put it through. But as years go by, and I guess after my second back surgery from unloading other people's freight, I got a little smarter and I decided I wanted to run legal. And it was amazing to me the things that I found would happen to a driver that made that decision. Well, let's see, the little girl, everybody always asked me about the little girl. And that was such a sad day in my life. I'm coming into a construction zone and I slow down because I've been running legal, I've been preaching running legal, and I slow down because that's what the sign says. And a car and a truck decide that they don't want to, they don't have to, so they come out from around me and they pass me, and as they pass me another car gets involved and it comes around and makes it in front of those two, and they're racing through this construction zone, but they don't make it. The first car hits another 18-wheeler, a flatbed in the rear, those tires explode. The truck that was on the back speeding, he's 2 feet off the rear of the first two cars, and he just pushes these cars down the road. And by the time I get stopped, I'm right where everything first started to happen, and I run up to the wreck, and they pull this little girl out, and she's the only one that survived from that one car. She lost her whole family, but they pulled her out and they're holding her, and everybody's making sure that she's all right, and she slowly regains her composure. It's still hard to talk about, but as she does, she starts wondering who these strangers are, and she's looking around for her family, for her mom. And she turns her head and she looks, and her mom is laying there underneath her, halfway underneath this minivan. And she sees her mom, and she just lets out this scream. And to this day, I still can't get that out of my brain. But anyhow, that's what made me decide to go ahead and finally write the book. We're just out here by the thousands as drivers trying to run legal, and all the things that keep us from doing that. All the people that will actually try to do you harm because you end up in their way from them being able to go ahead and run that load and put it through as it needs to be. And I think it's important for people to know that safe and legal drivers are out here, and if we're given a chance, we can actually survive, and we can actually become the majority of drivers out here. We do need a little help from that, though. We need the government to understand we're out here doing that, and need for the media to understand, when they do these killer truck stories, why it is that truck was involved. I had been trying to run legal for years, and all the things that would happen to me from different shippers and receivers, the government, other drivers, and it was just amazing the number of people that would go against you trying to run legal, and actually to put it in no less words, to do you harm, to get you out of the way so that they could go on and do whatever it took to get that load through without caring about safety or what was legal or anything else. But anyhow, I come out and I wrote a book about it. It's about my experiences and the things that happened to me, and I hope people will see that there are drivers out here who are trying to run safe and legal, and that, if given a chance, you would be surprised about just how many of us there are out here. You can find my book on Amazon.com. It's in paperback or Kindle. You can contact me directly, and I'll be happy to autograph one, send it off to you. And for those of you that read it, I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for listening. Have a nice day.